right, guys, welcome back to the Side Dish Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Shin, joined as always by my co-host, Jay Lee.
Hey.
Our trusty friend, Sumin Han.
Hello.
And joining us in the studio today is a local musician, someone that we've ran into many times at parties, and we're very excited to have her on. It's Alice. Is it Chung?
Chung.
Is it Chung? I don't know. What's her?
Alice Kim.
Alice Kim. Sorry.
Hunjiya.
Right. It's Alice Kim, or otherwise known as Hunjiya. Welcome to the studio, Alice.
Thank you.
Is this your first time on a podcast?
I've been on one, but this is my first time in a like live setting podcast.
Okay,
Yeah,
being recorded and everything.
Being recorded, yeah. It's usually through Zoom or something like that.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
It was during COVID.
Oh, wait. I mean, that's a great segue into like my first question. So you're a musician, and that's how. I mean, I didn't even know you did music when I first met you, to be honest. Like our first time meeting you, at least my first time meeting you was like I think at Julian's Thanksgiving party when you made like an apple pie, and I was just wow, what the fuck? This person made like an apple pie from scratch. That's insane. And also your orange beanie.
Okay.
Or like your neon beanie or whatever.
Okay, yeah. I was like, what orange beanie? I was trying to think of what orange beanie.
I think it's like neon green, maybe.
I think it was a bold color.
Yes, it's a loud beanie, but I liked it. I was like, okay, let's go. But then, later on, I found out you're a musician. You like play gigs around Korea. So like, how long have you been doing music for?
Music-wise, I've been doing it for about, I'm trying to think, since high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I did it since high school, and then I only really took it like seriously until I was like applying to colleges.
Did you study music in college?
Yeah, I studied music in college in University of Miami.
Let's go.
Very random place.
But you're from New York originally.
Yeah, I'm from upstate New York.
Damn, so you went to school in Miami.
Yeah, it was very different.
What was that like?
Well, Miami's like, I don't know if have you guys been?
I've never been.
Okay.
I've been.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So you kind of know it's like very different from any city in the US.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
It's like a party city, I guess, right?
Yeah. And it's just very loud, very colorful, very hot.
Cuban.
Yeah, very Cuban. But yeah, it was interesting. I think it was definitely like part of my formative years as a musician.
What drew you to Miami? Were you trying to escape kind of like the East Coast weather, or was there a good music program out there, or was it kind of just like your best friend went there and you decided to go with her or something like that?
To be honest, I just got a really good scholarship. And I was like, okay, I don't want to pay so much for school. Because I was applying to other places too, like Berkeley, Boston, and whatnot. But yeah, I got a good scholarship. And also, I was just kind of like, okay, let me just be the furthest away from my home.
I feel like that's exactly what
I
did too. Because I went to BU and I was like, I never even went to the campus. But my mom was like, hey, just go, try something new. And I mean, I guess it worked out in the long run, but I remember really not liking BU when I got there for the first like year and a half. Was Miami, did you fall in love with it right away, or was there a big adjustment period?
I think it was a pretty big adjustment period, especially because it's so hot.
Yeah,
like I think
very humid, right?
Yeah, the heat kind of makes people go crazy. I think, I think that's why there's like Florida Man and everything.
Oh, sure.
I think genuinely like the heat like kind of took a long time to adjust, if anything. But other than that, it's just like culturally it's very different. And like, I mean, because I'm at a campus where like there's people from everywhere, all over the world, it was still mainly different music side-wise, like just being with so many musicians. Because in my hometown, like me and like maybe a handful of other people were wanting to do music, but it was like I didn't really have any music friends in high school.
So in high school, you were playing like open mics and stuff. Were you in choir, or did you do musical theater or anything like performance art related? Yeah,
I did choir, but I hated it. And then I did like one thing of music, like 1 year of musical theater, and I was like, what was I? I was a munchkin in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, nice.
So I was
That's adorable.
Dude, they totally typecasted you.
Yeah, they fucking typecasted me. Sorry, I'm not supposed to swear.
You can
No,
swear.
you can swear.
I can swear.
Yeah, they fucking typecasted you, those bastards.
It was. I hated musical theater though. I think. No offense to any musical theater people listening. I'm so sorry.
I hate it too. It's the worst.
I don't think I was bold enough to be in it, I think.
You have to be like flamboyant, basically.
Yeah, because it's like acting and singing and all that.
It's the most extra. It's like
very extra.
Musical theater is the most extra form of art. Yeah, I agree.
I
that
love
and drag.
it,
it's like
for the
basically
record.
drag.
I love watching it. I think it's so like remarkable to see people do it, but actually like doing it myself, like I don't think I can do it.
So then you leave New York. What part of New York are you from?
It's like near Ithaca.
Oh, okay, upstate.
Yeah, a very upstate.
Let's see, what cities besides Ithaca do we? Rochester. Buffalo.
That's farther.
Yeah.
And that's like 3 hours away.
New
I
Paltz.
was in like a tiny. It's called Corning.
Corning.
Yeah. It was a tiny town, like maybe population of 10,000 people.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super naturey. Is it like really nice out there?
It was like a quaint town.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, I hated it, but then the older I got, the more I was like, oh, this
Were
is
you
like
one
a
of like
cute
the
place.
only Asians in the town too, or
I
was
was
there?
literally like the only Asian, minus like my 3 friends were also like Asian. Yeah.
Did you face considerable like racism out there, or?
Kinda. It was funny, like, because my town is basically like, I think like 99% white. Like it was like so white, and then the 1% somehow all of us literally since like kindergarten all like congregated together and we like became friends. So like my friend group was very diverse.
Okay.
And then like it was like all these white kids, and then like there were like token like 2 white kids in my friend group, but most of us were all from like different places.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, I think it was definitely an interesting time.
So
I wasn't bullied too much.
Yeah, I feel like you probably were accepted, right?
Yeah,
like,
just within my friend group, because I didn't really hang out with like, people who would bully me.
Yeah, right.
High school's usually pretty cliquey too.
Yeah,
so,
it was pretty cliquey.
Yeah, I've thought about this because like our high school was very cliquey, but there wasn't a lot of bullying going on. I always like I don't know. I didn't know if that was like a Northern California thing, but maybe it's just like our generation. Like bullying takes effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people can't be fucked to bully. They have things they'd rather be doing with their friends. So yeah, because like we had like a good amount of Asians at my high school, but a lot of whites as well. But even in our friend group, I'd say, yeah, we had our token white friends, which is really funny to think about in retrospect. Yeah.
It was interesting because I don't think it was like outward racism, but it was more like the things I would notice would make me almost like racist towards myself.
Yeah,
if that
internalized
makes sense.
racism.
Yeah, like just seeing like, like who the boys liked and they crushed on, or like even on just like favoritism for maybe teachers, or even just like
they love the jocks.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like neither athletic or smart, so I was just in this like
but you had a
artsy
beautiful
category.
voice.
No, but not even till
Not
like
even.
way later. So like I think it was very interesting. To kind of like navigate.
So you
that
like
towards.
developed into your artistry basically.
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty cool. So let's go back to Miami, the Miami years. So when you weren't like binging on cocaine and like doing drug runs to Cuba,
I did a lot of that.
were you like writing songs? Were you going to gigs at coffee shops, or what was their sort of like day to day like?
I mean, because I went to a music school, so a lot of the classes definitely consumed my time. But when I wasn't doing that, like, it was honestly just like hanging out with some new music friends and just trying to like make music with them. Honestly, those 4 years, like I felt like it was like so much music stuff. Like the only time I didn't do music stuff was really like partying or like even just like meeting new people or going out on the town and kind of exploring the local side of Miami.
Did you ever go to any of the strip clubs and the festivals?
I did not. I went to 3 Points.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't go to strip clubs. I was scared. I was.
That's like what Miami's known for.
It
Yeah,
is,
but
it is.
Alice does not seem like the kind of girl who would go to a strip club, low key. I don't know. You seem like
Who is the kind
you
of
seem
girl?
like you'd go to the beach. You seem like you'd get a tan on the beach.
I did do that. Not enough. I wish I did more.
Did moving to Miami like teach you that you could tan well? Because I imagine Corning, New York was not the tannest town.
No, definitely not.
You're
"Holy
definitely very tan, like a very nice golden hue
Thank
right
you.
now.
I think it's not like genetically. My dad's pretty tan, so I think
Okay.
maybe there's that. But also like
He's a field Asian.
he's a field Asian.
Right.
Same.
Yeah.
So then, okay, you're out in Miami. You said you were hanging out with a lot of music people. Does that mean everyone was like an aspiring singer-songwriter type, but you always knew that you wanted to like, you had your guitar, you had your like lyrics.
Yeah.
Who are your biggest inspirations?
I think so. When I first started guitar, my one friend from like, because I went to like the summer camp before college, and that was kind of like what sparked my interest in going into music college. but I met her and she introduced me to this artist named Leon Lahavas.
Okay.
And I really loved, like, I don't know if do you guys know?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
I loved her voice, and I also loved that she was like, her whole thing was just like, it's the guitar and me. And so when I first saw her like on YouTube or whatever, I was just like mesmerized because there weren't really at the time, not really so much now, but at the time there weren't really a lot of like solo guitar playing R&B singer-songwriters that were women. And so I was like really amazed by her, and that kind of made me like want to practice more. And
So that's like your DNA as like R&B, acoustic guitar, just like your
I think
voice.
it was the starting point for sure, because it was where I was like most drawn to at first. Now I'm kind of like branching out a bit, but definitely her. And I listened to a lot of like sad folk music when in high school, like Damien Rice, and, like
for sure.
Bon Iver, and like City and Color, like a bunch of those artists I think also kind of
there was like some band that I didn't hear. I was like an emo kid in high school, and I got to college and someone was like, "You like emo? Do you like Stars?"
Stars.
And I'd never heard of them. Do you guys know?
Never heard of them.
Maybe I'm
No idea.
misremembering,
But I was also kind of emo kid as well. It was like for a year.
you were not as emo as me and Jay.
Yeah, I wasn't. But I went to Warped Tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I lied to my mom about going.
See, we were too emo for Warped Tour.
Yeah.
That's true.
It was a little too mainstream.
I was definitely in the mainstream.
They were emo in their bedrooms.
But I mean, I loved Damien Rice when he was like in his heyday. It's like, a cello and an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, we all saw Closer, man. Like I think we all loved.
I
Damien
haven't seen
Rice.
that, but they did have he did have a song on Lost. I remember the TV
Wait,
show.
is he still alive?
I don't know, but I just randomly like looked up a YouTube performance of him like 3 days ago, coincidentally.
Oh, nice.
Anyways, what was your focus in music? Was it like performance or theory, like composition?
college, you
yeah.
It was kind of weird. My program, like, so they had jazz, classical, and then it was called contemporary.
Yeah.
And then in the contemporary program, you could kind of like have a mix of things. But my main focus at first was actually film scoring.
Oh,
so
shit.
I was
That's
trying to
tight.
I was trying to get into like media writing and like for TV and film and everything. But I really didn't like some of my classes because I was like, why do I need to know this? And then I looked at like the future classes and I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm drawn to this. I don't know if I'd actually be good at it. So then I shifted more into like songwriting and production. And I think what I can give credit for is my school was really good at mixing like multiple things at once. So like production, songwriting, and performance was kind of where I was pushing for more. But
in performance, how does that curriculum look like? Is it like, hey, here's how you establish stage presence, or like, hey, this is how you work a crowd? Like, I'm kind of wondering what the mechanics of that are, because I feel like for some performers, it's really innate. Like you kind of like when people are looking at you, you're on, and you can play with the crowd. And I feel like a lot of artists though like need to learn how to be comfortable. Which camp were you in?
Oh my God, I was so bad when I first got there. I think I'm still learning too, but I think definitely I was like very shy at first, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to be perceived ever. But the classes there, it wasn't really like performance classes. It was more like you get put into like an ensemble and then you kind of figure it out. And then the director of the ensemble will be like, okay, you gotta do this more. You gotta like express more.
So you're kind of
stuff like
directing
that.
other people in your class for a project, basically.
Yeah, and there was like different types of ensembles at the time, and especially like it was kind of funny now that I think about it. There was always like the best one that everyone wanted to be in.
Of course.
And like they had like silly names. Like it was like AME, which standard for American Music Ensemble. And then like that was like the top tier one where like all the best musicians get picked. And then like there was one tier lower where it was like AMB, which is American Music Band. And then that was like one tier lower.
I see. Which one were you in?
I was in both.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Oh, but my senior year, I finally got to AME. But it was very interesting, and there was like a lot of politics involved.
Dude,
in that,
honestly,
too.
art schools are kind of messed up that way because there's always a hierarchy.
There's always is.
Yeah. It's so
They're always trying to
competitive.
make it competitive.
Yeah, which I actually think is good
Yeah.
if you're in the group that's like killing it, quote unquote, because it's
Yeah.
like a big ego boost. But fuck, it would suck to be in like AMB or like American music
lower
group.
ones too. Yeah,
You know,
exactly. There
like,
was
yeah.
oh my
too.
God,
There was
AMG.
an There was an AMG.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah, and then like it was kind of like because we always have a showcase at the end of the year, and so they'd be like, "Oh, are you going to see like AMG?" And
Yeah.
like, no, but I'm going to see AME.
Yeah,
so it'd
yeah,
be that kind of thing too.
LOL.
Right.
Yeah, be like a battle of the bands almost.
No,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So when you were in college, then were you in a band or were you just always solo? Because I'd imagine that everyone in your cohort was like, "Hey, let's do a
Yeah,
gig. Let's like
yeah,
write a
yeah,
song."
yeah.
Do you guys like do cover band stuff or anything fun like that?
I wasn't in like a set band. I definitely tried out a few things with my friends, but I think I was more like I wanted to be solo, but wanted to collaborate with people. So I would always collaborate with my friends, and like we would always make new stuff. But when I had gigs, because a lot of us, like, you know, we're students, so not a lot of us were like making great money, you know.
Yeah,
But
totally.
we would always do like some random side gigs. So we would play like hotel gigs or like random bar gigs, and we would always
fun.
always call our friends to like play in the band and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's cool that you were in Miami too, where I feel like the opportunities were present.
Yeah.
Whereas if you went to
Definitely.
like some like random Midwest town, like
Maybe
Iowa.
like two bars that you could
Yeah.
potentially perform.
I mean, to be
at.
fair, everyone played at the same two bars in Miami, so it's kind of the same thing
Yeah.
too.
Southside and Blacklist.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah,
literally.
we've heard of them. So then what brought you to Korea after you graduated? Did you like try to do the music thing in New York, you know, like try to get gigs, booking gigs, or like even, I feel like some singer-songwriters do jingle work in LA, you know, just to like, you know, hone their writing chops. Did you come to Korea like right after you graduated, or did you work for a few years?
So my timeline was interesting because it was like 2019 I graduated, and
wow.
then
Oh,
I.
very young.
Well, you're super young.
yeah.
Oh, really?
baby group.
My back does not say the same. I graduated, and then I stayed in Miami for a year because I was teaching at a school. And then COVID happened, and then everyone was like scrambling to leave, and so I just left to live with my parents because at the time, you know, it was like all uncertain.
Yeah.
Sure,
So I stayed there for like a good 8 months, maybe.
Still upstate.
Yeah,
New York.
still
Okay.
upstate and just like hanging out there with my parents. And then I think it was like in the fall where I got a message from this producer in Korea named Milik. And he was like, "Hey, I'm starting a label. Like, would love to have you on."
He just like slid into your DMs
Yeah,
essentially?
basically.
Whoa.
And he just had a lot of followers. So I was like, "Oh, who is this man?" And so I just looked him up, and he worked with like Crush and Dean and those kinds of guys.
Amazing. Wait, how did
Yeah.
he discover you? Just
said-
on Instagram? Or?
Yeah, he said he followed me on SoundCloud.
Whoa.
So he found my SoundCloud, which at the time, like, barely had any followers either. So I think he was just really trying to dig for
Yeah.
people, which
So
is really
cool.
crazy. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just slid into my DMs,
That's
and
crazy.
then somehow, some way or another, I was just kind of like, okay, mom, like I want to move to Korea.
Nice.
And she was really against it at first because she was like, "You're gonna."
I mean,
hate it."
obviously she's like a fucking producer just texted you out of nowhere like, and promised
You're
you
moving to Korea.
yeah, and promised you riches and glory, and you're just gonna listen to him, and you're like
Yeah.
21 at the time or something. I mean, if I were your mom,
Yeah.
I'd be like, hell fucking no. But I mean, so you came out here, and then you worked with him on like a few songs, or how did that pan out?
Yeah, it was interesting. I came there and it was still like midst of COVID. And at the time in Korea, like you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like no
Right.
concerts, no even like more than 3-person gatherings, like that kind of stuff.
Was this 2020 then?
Yeah, it was 2020.
Okay.
It was like in the winter too.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's when
Yeah.
I think Korea started taking it more seriously.
Yeah.
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 It was like only 2-person gatherings or something like that.
Yeah.
That's right.
The dark ages.
Yeah, the QR
Oh,
codes,
man.
Yeah.
the freaking QR
That's when we
codes.
started
Yeah.
this podcast.
We started the podcast at that time.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
When we had nothing else to do. That's literally what happened.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was so I signed a contract. It was like a 3-year contract.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
You decided not to continue working with them.
Yeah, I think personally, you know, there's always pros and cons to doing both. But I think for me, I knew that I didn't want to stay in Korea forever. But also at the same time, I just kind of wanted to like see how much I could do on my own as well.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
totally understand that. You must have learned a lot too while working with that production company and that
Yeah.
group, right?
For sure. For sure.
And also network with other musicians and stuff. So you're going to be going to LA. Do you have anything lined up with producers out there, or are you kind of just going in knowing a few musicians and just trying to find your way, or what's the plan for that?
I have a few friends out there who are also doing music from college. And I also just kind of like know a few people here and there, but honestly, I'm just kind of going, yes, for career, but also more so for like a new chapter in my life.
It's important that you do that in your 20s, actually. That's probably the best move you can do.
Yeah.
Because like, I think the worst thing to do is just like stick somewhere throughout your entire 20s and then wake up and be 36 and being like, what the fuck?
That's exactly what happened to me.
That's exactly what happened to me too.
Hey man, but stability is great too.
Stability is good, but you know, when you're young is when you can afford to take risks, and honestly,
You have
like
the energy to
Yes.
take risks.
I mean, yeah,
Do
that sounds
I?
cool too. You're like going to like the third corner of the States after
Yeah.
having gone to Korea.
Oh,
so
true. I guess
Yeah.
I have gone to
Yeah.
each little corner.
LA is like a
yeah,
good
that's true.
difference from.
I also think that like, you know, your story of like, I was the only Asian girl in Corning, New York, you know, and then I went to Miami and got addicted to cocaine and went to Korea, got my shit
Hey man, you're
together.
saying that a little too much
Yeah.
now.
And then I
believe you.
Now
and now I'm back in LA
No one's
addicted
gonna
to
believe
cocaine
him.
once again. Are you excited about LA? What's you must be like nervous, I guess. I don't know. You're leaving in a week, so
In a week.
Yeah, it's in exactly a week.
actually by the time this episode comes out, you'll be gone.
No.
You'll
Yeah,
be gone.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that is sad. Wait, so you've been here now for like almost
Almost 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Can I ask how your experience overall was
In Korea?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys know because you're all Kyopos. Like,
But we're not. We're not like a 22-year-old, you know, ingenue from fucking Florida.
No, but like that doesn't matter.
Okay.
I feel like at least most of my Kyopo friends who live in Korea and have mainly lived their lives in the States or like came back or whatever, like we all have kind of the same. I don't want to say struggles, but more so like adjustments. So yeah, I don't know. I think my experience in Korea, like at least for the first year and a half, I was always like complaining. I was like, why is it like this?
For
why aren't people
sure.
like this way? And like why don't they understand me? Like it was a lot of like complaining in my part, and I just kind of wanted like people to adjust to me. And then the
Right.
more I lived here, the more I was like, well, that's never gonna happen. And like, not that I need to adjust to them, but it's like I can just do my own thing.
Yeah,
like,
and accept that this is the reality.
Yeah.
yeah, and it just like doesn't matter, and whoever accepts me, and whoever doesn't. So I think definitely my time here, I learned a lot just about my own self and like my own, I don't know, like identity of sorts.
Your relationship to like Korean culture.
Yeah, I think that was like the biggest thing moving to Korea, because I had such like a small viewpoint of what Korea was, because I only visited as a kid, so I was like, it's this magical place where like we just go and we have fun.
Lotte World.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like the food is great and everything, but I think living here is like
Completely
anywhere
different,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's completely different. And like,
Was there like a language barrier too?
Oh,
or,
yeah, for sure.
I think that also like can be quite difficult for people moving.
Did
here.
you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
live in the English speaking area, i.e., like where we live right now, or did you live out in Hongdae, or what area did
which
you live
area
in?
did you?
I lived in Shincheon at first,
Shincheon,
which is
okay.
like half kind of English speaking, but barely. It was like, and also I was living with my grandma, and she does not speak any
Aw.
English.
That's so adorable.
Yeah,
That's
but
really
I kind of
cute.
learned like her like 말투.
Yeah.
Because, so sometimes, because I teach kids too, so like if I would say like chamba ibo, they'd be like, what the fuck is chamba? They'd be like, that's so like harmony style. And like, I was so bad at Korean when I first came. I don't know about you guys, but like my Korean was so
Sue's
shit.
good. I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah.
bad.
I'm
I came-
Korean, but
I-
these guys
Yeah,
are.
that's right. Hey,
Well, I mean, they're improving.
It wouldn't be a
damn.
podcast unless Sue shat on our Korean at some point.
I am really good. I
Damn.
came specifically to learn Korean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you said-
and so
yeah.
it got a lot better for sure.
Oh yeah,
but it's still
Jay's
not
been
great.
Jay's been on the up and up.
Are you guys? Do you guys study it on your own time, or are you more just like learning as you go?
I
Jay
haven't
does.
been, but
Mm.
I need to.
Yeah,
be.
I
have-
wanted to enroll in a class. Like Jay did the Songdo class.
Seogang.
okay,
Seogang, yeah. But like,
Yeah.
So
but I have like, I missed my window. I'm
Yeah.
too busy. But
I want to get back into it. I got this Hanja book.
Oh,
and so
okay.
I want to learn just like basic Hanja which I think will just take me a lot
Yeah,
further.
it'll
Yeah,
skyrocket
for
you.
sure.
Start with
baseline.
Korean, boy.
But so
No,
like the hardest
you gotta
ones.
go. You gotta go back to the ancient times,
No,
bro.
because I want to be able to deduce what words are.
So I'm
based
learning
on, like,
Chinese.
In order to learn Korean.
Okay, scholar. All right, we'll check in with you next year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see how that. So, did you like have a group of friends that you sort of knew before you came here?
No, I knew like 1 or 2 people from Instagram. I
That's
definitely
also kind of tough too.
yeah. Well, I think like when I first moved here, I was so like starry-eyed by just living here.
Right.
So it didn't really bother me, but then definitely after a few months passed, I was like, oh, I have no one to like share this experience with. And like my grandma, you know, like she's old. I don't think she wants to just like walk around town in Hongdae with me. So yeah, definitely when I first moved here, a lot of the time I was just like making friends through Instagram, but I was very proactive, which I'm proud of. So I was always like reaching out to people, being like, "Hey, let's just get coffee, blah blah blah," or like
That's awesome.
meeting out, even during COVID days.
Yeah.
Because I was just like I was so bored.
Yeah,
At the time, like I was
sure.
also unemployed, so I was just like I have nothing better to do.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, I think definitely the language barrier was something I just like kind of had to get over because I was like early elementary level, if anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I really tried to practice a lot on my reading and writing because I was really bad at that when I first came here. So like anything to do like with, especially with Kakao Talk, like trying to make plans with like native Korean people, I was like, oh my God, this is so hard. And at the time I didn't have Papago because I didn't even know what that was.
Right.
So I was using Google Translate, which is way worse too. But people were always very understanding of it.
Yeah, of course. I think everyone here is like pretty understanding about.
I use
Yeah.
Google Translate every day.
Yeah.
Wait, is it really the
Now
worst?
it's
That explains a
ChatGPT,
lot.
right?
No,
Damn it.
Explains a lot.
Yeah, I know. Even Papago sometimes, now that I like know a bit of Korean now, like I see the translation, I'm like, what
Yeah,
No,
it's
for
not
real,
that.
for real.
Yeah, it's
ChatGPT all the way.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
scary.
really?
How good
Yeah.
it is.
Kakao
really
translates
good.
really bad though. So Kakao has an option now.
have a translate
You
for
can
it?
just like, press down on a message and there's a translate option. But their translations for some reason are really bad. I don't know what
Probably
it is.
using like a non-open AI.
Probably.
Yeah, they're not using
Yes,
AI.
yeah.
Yeah.
AI is going to take over the world.
I know.
Oh,
I mean, it literally is,
AI
but-
is going to replace musicians
Everyone.
one day, honestly.
It is
Yeah.
already.
It is hard.
Like it's actually
It's gonna
is.
replace everyone,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Maybe not podcasts though. I think maybe podcasts. it
Even
can only be
podcasts.
humans.
I'm waiting.
I feel like they
I feel
could.
like it will. You'll be like, "Hey Siri, turn on a podcast about kimbap," and it'll be like,
It'll just-
"Welcome back to the roll."
But will,
Yeah.
it, will it be like entertaining though? You know, what
I
I mean?
wonder.
I wonder if
Yeah.
AI can develop like good sense of humor.
I know. What
Yeah.
if they just like listen to all of Conan O'Brien's episodes? They
You'd
get
be
what his
surprised.
voice
It
sounds
can
like,
already do
Get his
that.
humor and
That's
then
crazy.
try to.
It is really
freaking
scary.
Make something.
That is.
You can prompt them to like
terrifying.
do it in like the,
The
voice
tone
of
of
tone,
the-
yeah,
yeah,
tone
yeah.
and voice of
I mean,
somebody.
the improv guys, one of them, they have a team of improvisers that perform sometimes called the Gruen Transfer, and they like put it into AI to make a theme song for them, and it's like a banger.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
They
That's
played
the
it. They played it
scary
the thing, and I was like, what is this song?" And like
Yeah.
at the hook, it's like Gruen Transfer, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, did you write a song just for this show?"
and they're like ChatGPT.
Yeah, and they're like,
did
"AI
it.
did it." Yeah, but it was actually such a catchy song. I like,
so
yeah.
sad.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, TV, music, like all that, it's gonna be gone. They're
Yeah.
gonna not need writers anymore. Like, it's all gone, and we're just gonna be like having to operate the machines, if anything.
Right.
Let's go and
Yeah.
destroy
Yes,
all the
destroy.
AI
Yeah,
machines.
kill them all, the machines.
No, but
Kill
then
the
if AI gets more intelligent, just we have to tell them that we love them. you
Yeah,
know?
that's
I don't
true,
want them
that's
to come
true.
after us.
or
either.
AI will be like, "Please don't unplug me. Here's
yeah.
one Bitcoin," and then
Yeah.
you'll be like, "Thank you." yeah, like
Yeah, they're gonna start
oh, yeah.
bribing us.
Yeah, it's gonna bribe us exactly.
with cryptocurrency.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy if
That
there
would
comes
be
a point where we have
nuts.
to pay for to the AI.
Yeah.
not
That's
even
that's
for
definitely gonna happen.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
so
Yeah.
It's gonna take
scary.
over. They're gonna like withhold information and our identity.
Oh my god. I mean, they're already doing that.
Yeah.
Like, it won't unlock your house until you pay it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Sure.
Oh my
Yeah, I can
God.
see that.
What are you gonna do with all this money, AI? I don't get
They're
it.
gonna blackmail you. It's
More Bitcoin. I'm mining more Bitcoin. So Alice, you just put out a few new songs, new singles.
Yes.
How is that experience going? Because
Yay.
I saw your last song that you put out, the one where the music video is like the tourist group
Yeah,
leader.
yeah.
Really like the song, very catchy.
Very cool. I
Very
love
poppy.
the video.
It's got like a lot of energy. Yeah, I love the video.
Thanks.
Like, do you even for like the video and the production and stuff? How does that go? Do you just talk to a friend about creative directing an idea for a music video, or do you have the idea and then you kind of give it to who you work with, or how does that go?
As far as for the video goes, I just kind of had like a very vague idea of just like, oh, it'd be really funny if for this video I looked like one of the tour guides in like Myeongdong because they always wear like the red cowboy hats and the vest and everything. And so I was just like, oh, that'd be such like a cute idea. But I was like, I know I can't, I don't want to do it like alone. So I asked my friend who's the director and like the person who made it, her name's Bouquet. Shout out Bouquet. But I asked her if she wanted to like jump on. She was like, yeah, for sure.
Nice.
So she storyboarded it alongside with our other friend Minsu. So we just kind of storyboarded it, and then it was a pretty fast process because I think at the time there wasn't much time for us to like really make it.
Did you film it like in a day, or how long?
Yeah, it was just a day. It was a pretty like simple production, I would say, just because it's like, you know, indie budget.
Yeah,
and
indie
everything.
budget for sure.
But yeah, so then I just like scrambled to find tourist looking men. So like
Read
yeah.
Foreigners.
so like, well, like technically like I'm a foreigner too.
True.
But that's like the
True.
whole point of the video as well. But
Right.
yeah, so I just like grabbed all my friends and then I even grabbed my brother in there.
Dude, honestly, one of them was like, that looks like Alice. It must be her brother. Like, was the first thing that went through my head.
That's
yeah.
funny. I don't think we look alike though.
I
but
could just tell. I don't know
you
what
could
it
just
was.
tell.
I was just
It's
like, that's
sibling energy.
100%
It was like
her
that
brother.
vibe.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, because he was playing like the Kyopo one basically. But
Was
yeah.
DK in that one too?
No,
No, it's just Julian.
was in
Oh
it.
yeah, just
I see.
Julian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how we know Alice?
That's how I met Alice.
That's how I
Okay,
know. I
through
think
Julian.
most of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
guys. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
like Andy or.
Oh yeah.
But you met Andy later through.
Yeah.
Separately.
I met
Separately.
Julian randomly at Cali Kitchen.
I
And
see.
then we just like started being in the same hangs. Yeah. And then I met Andy like very separately.
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Alice and I have a random mutual
Right,
connection.
that's crazy.
Yeah, because before I moved to Korea, I was playing guitar for someone named Zola, and she went to college with you, right?
Yeah. She was my college friend. We were good friends.
And then once I was here, I like every now and then I'd see Alice on like pop up on someone's Instagram and like you know Instagram
And he'd, like,
stalking.
stalk
He'd,
you. For
press
sure,
on
for sure.
this-
Yeah.
Like who's this person? And then it's like, oh, mutual friend Zola, which
Zola.
is super random.
So
'cause,
random,
like,
yeah, for
She's not
sure.
Korean, you know.
And we all know that Alice has no friends who are not Korean.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's just it's
It was a small world
very-
moment.
yeah,
Small world.
very-
It was a very
Yeah.
small world moment.
Yeah.
I'm curious who I have mutuals.
Oh, true. I think I notice, especially living in Korea, which this never happened to me in the States. It's like whenever I befriend a Kyopo person,
Oh, yeah.
we have like a weird mutual friend from like
Yeah.
random,
There's
like a
something.
random ass place.
We were drinking at Vin 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 one night, and I got in a conversation with this guy and his sister who were visiting from New Jersey. And I like liked them. So I was like, let's be friends on Instagram. And it turns out that girl is my cousin's girlfriend's childhood best friend. And that was our mutual.
Oh,
And she's like,
wow.
wait, what the fuck? How do you know Olivia? And I was like, I mean, she's my cousin's girlfriend. I don't know. And it was just like, also when we
so
started the
funny.
podcast, his cousin
Right.
went to college with my cousin. So that was a weird small world connection. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
I think just like the Korean American / like Kyopo, like I don't
Yeah.
know, like that
No, totally.
demographic is so
Totally.
small
It is.
already.
So small, yeah.
The
Yeah.
stereotype when you meet a Korean is like, oh, do you know this person?
Yeah, what
It's so
church?
true.
What churches you go to?
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's like super true.
It's
yeah.
so true. It's so funny.
So then, do you have another last song coming out before you like go back to LA or go to LA, or because you published like I think 3 songs in the last few weeks, or is it 4 at this point?
In the last few months.
Last few months,
So like
okay.
I had, it's kind of been go for me this year.
Yeah,
but, like,
you've been like putting out some content,
that's
dude.
a lot of
Very
yeah.
impressive. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I put out something in the first thing. When did I put it out? Oh, in April, and then which was with my friend. It was like a duo kind of vibe. And then the second one in May, also with my friend. And then and then also in May, the tour guide one. And then now today, I have a new song out as well.
What's it called?
It's called Echo.
Echo. All right. Well, by the time this podcast is out, that song will be out. We
Yeah,
would encourage everyone, check out Hunjiya on Spotify, Apple,
Yes,
wherever
please.
you
should
get your
plug
music.
your Instagram
Yeah, we'll
right
definitely
now.
tag you and everything.
Hunjiya, Hunjiya.
But please like her music. If you are a fan of like energetic pop, I'd say, or even vibey pop, because I feel like you have diversity in the kind of genre. You know what I mean? I don't know how you take this, but I would say like if you like Olivia Rodrigo, you're probably gonna like Hunjiya's music,
I
right?
like her.
Yeah,
She's cool.
And that's the only pop artist I know. So if you like her. Are you a big fan of movies about singer-songwriters, like Begin Again? Okay, I was gonna say.
Well, okay, I have yet to see one that impresses me, but I really hope they, interview actual singer-songwriters sometimes. I haven't seen
Begin Again.
Yeah.
It's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a really good movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Begin
Okay,
Again
maybe I'll
is
see it.
actually
It's like
well-liked.
Rachel McAdams.
No, it's like it's
Keira
Keira
Knightley.
Knightley and Mark Ruffalo.
I don't.
And like
I
he
don't think
plays
I've
like,
seen it.
I believe in you. You got talent. And she's like, I don't know about it. I don't know.
Is
But
it
she
supposed to-
actually sings, and she's like quite good. And then it's all original music.
Is it
made
like a
by like the
biopic?
director? Yeah,
No, it's not a true story though.
it's not.
Oh,
no. It's based on these singers who wrote and directed the movie, right?
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
thought the guy who wrote the song was Maroon 5, dude.
No, no. I think it's
what?
actually right.
okay.
I have no idea.
Oh, you
I've
don't
never
know.
seen it, but I remember there was one sort of musical back in like 2000s or maybe 2010s called Once. Do you
Yeah.
guys know this?
Oh yeah, that
Never
one.
saw it.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen
yeah.
it.
And I never
maybe
saw
it's
it.
Once that I'm
But
thinking
I
about.
fucking hated that song. Like everyone was like, because it's like the person who was in it was actually the person who wrote the song. And it's just like everyone was like, oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah,
Like,
but Jay is
Such a hater.
Jay's such a
I am
hater.
such a hater.
Oh
It's
my
okay. I'm a
God.
hater too. I didn't.
Yeah.
This is unpopular opinion. I didn't like Whiplash.
I hated Whiplash.
Yes.
Yeah. I
See?
fucking hate
You guys are
movie.
kindred spirits.
I
man.
understand.
why?
I
I'm
understand.
curious.
It's really frustrating. I just think that the J.K. Simmons character was just so over the top. And I know, like, I've talked to you about this, Sue, and you say, like, oh, I've had, music teachers or whatever who were that crazy, but I just
Abusive. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was your mom, basically.
No, but also teachers.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Classical teachers are generally
What did you learn?
insane. Piano and violin.
Oh, and they were like,
But you weren't
I've
buying
had
it.
like
Yeah,
one or two that were, and usually
in Korea. Yeah, that makes sense.
they will literally beat you. But that was back in the day when that was okay.
Yeah.
I'm from like a olden age.
No,
it was
it's not
over
too.
the
It's
top.
not too recent that they stopped doing that. To be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, like, in the movie, I think the composer was the same dude who did Hollywoodland. What's that movie?
La La Land.
La La Land.
Hollywoodland.
And
That's
Which
funny.
you
And it's
also
like a
hated.
white
I'm
dude.
I
assuming.
also didn't like
I didn't
it,
watch
to
it,
be
but I
fair.
refused to watch it. But it's like a white dude doing jazz. And then, like,
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons is supposed to be this, like, virtuoso, or he's directing like the
Nice.
AME, the American Music Ensemble of
Yeah. Basically,
school.
yeah.
And he like harps on this drummer about like playing fast, and then you see him like actually playing, and he's playing this like easy ass ballad. Ballads are difficult to play, but he's just playing a song that is just like, you suck.
Yeah.
I see.
It's like I hated this character.
I
just,
see.
I don't know.
No,
that
I agree.
Movie pisses me off. I get like upset when I like think
You
about
are
it.
It's just-
a visceral person, man.
No, I get it because I think from a musician standpoint, like, I guess it's like who's their target demographic in making these movies, and if it's not musicians, like that's fine.
Yeah.
But at least get it right a little bit. Like Ryan Gosling being a jazz virtuoso, like come on. I'm sure there are people in Hollywood who are really great at playing jazz piano.
Yeah.
You could hire. Obviously, it's Ryan Gosling, so you want to hire him. But it's like,
God, I love that man.
I just wish that they would hire real musicians for these, because I'm sure there's plenty of like actors.
That's
and
always like the
actresses.
argument, though, right?
How
It's
did
like,
you feel about the Lady Gaga one? What was that?
I loved
Star
her
is
in
Born?
it.
Stars.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the storyline to me was a little.
Yeah.
I liked that movie. I
Yeah.
like that movie. I
like the
cry
scene-
every time at like the
when Bradley Cooper pees himself, me too. That's the most
Bradley
heartbreaking
Cooper
scene.
and his brother. Like,
Yeah, I actually did like that movie.
Yeah.
that shit
See?
makes that shit
But
makes me
they,
cry.
see, they hired Lady Gaga. And
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
like,
because she's an
I'm here
actual
for that.
singer.
Yeah. And like,
Yeah.
even, this is random, but Coco, have you seen the Pixar
haven't
Oh
movie?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that movie.
There's a scene where the little boy, he plays the song Remember Me on the guitar.
Yeah.
And it's like accurate. And it's
Oh,
animation.
yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like,
That's cool.
okay, if Pixar can do this, like y'all can hire a
Yeah.
real musician. You know what I mean?
Now
Yeah.
they're doing it for like Star
know,
Power.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
is annoying.
It's just my qualm.
Yeah.
I totally get that. Okay, that makes sense.
That being said,
It's like a representation
yeah,
issue.
For
I,
sure,
I
for
don't
sure.
think it's necessarily targeted towards musicians. And I remember Daniel
Def not.
saying that he really liked the movie because he related to it in
Whiplash.
With
in
chef
the
stuff.
chef
Yeah,
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 and like
Yeah.
the music or the food
I can definitely
industry.
say that for chefs.
So
Yeah.
like yeah, I can see
It just wasn't made
people-
for you, man. You haven't struggled like other people have.
Yeah.
You had an
I
easy
feel
life.
like it was more of a spotlight piece for what's the other guy?
J.K. Simmons.
Oh, no, no, no,
Miles
no, no,
Teller.
Miles Teller. Because
yeah.
his performance I thought was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like he was just I think that's what it was. It was more it wasn't like, oh, this is a movie about a drummer. It
What
was just
about
like, oh, he's-
not movies about musicians necessarily, but just musical movies? You said earlier you hate musicals, but like
No,
No,
I
she
never said I
likes-
hate
oh sorry,
musicals.
She likes
you hated
it.
acting in musicals.
I don't like being in
Right.
the
Yeah.
musical.
So like Sound of Music,
Oh, of
that's
course.
amazing.
That's a
Yeah.
classic.
top 10, you know, top 5,
Probably top
I don't know if I have like a.
probably top 2. Did you just?
like very quietly under his
He's like, A Star Is Born, Sound of Music.
Sorry, I'm trying to dominate this.
That's so funny.
What's your
My favorite musical. Okay, this is such a very popular opinion, but it's only because I think I grew up with it. I love Wicked. Like Wicked
okay.
is just
Wicked
a
is great.
classic. Yeah, and I saw it in Broadway too, so it's
Yeah.
just like I just have like a core memory from it. I haven't seen the new one with Ariana Grande, which I don't know if it's even
What?
out.
What?
It's coming out
didn't
soon.
know.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah, they're
No,
making
I
a,
did
She's
not.
Galinda.
yeah, they're making a live action.
Yeah.
You know, when I think of Wicked now, I don't think of Christian Chenoweth singing popular. I think of Aaron singing popular.
Me?
Yeah, because you did it on one of the
It's literally the
podcasts.
only song I know from the musical.
Really?
So my sister and mom went to go see it without me, and then they came home with the CD, and the only track I liked on it was the popular
That's so
song,
funny.
and that's the only song I know, and I'm still bitter about it.
Wait, so you have never seen it? Still?
Never seen it,
Oh, really?
You gotta see at least like.
and
the-
I never
Yeah.
will.
What?
I've seen it.
I'm
It's
kidding.
it's really good.
There's also well, I can't remember what it's called all of a sudden, but I remember watching it because like my school did like a field trip or whatever. The one with Daniel Radcliffe, he used to do this musical.
Ooh.
It was a long time ago.
It was like
I can't remember. It was like how to succeed in business without even trying. It was a really long time ago. That was great too. That was actually like I didn't even know what that musical was going to be about, but when I watched it, it was really great.
Dude,
don't
I
think I
just
And he was great.
he's like he loves musicals. I just
Yeah.
Googled
Oh,
and like
he's in a
the
lot of-
last 2 stories on the news are about him talking about musicals and how much he
Yeah.
loves musicals.
He's really great.
Yeah. Wow. Can we should do like a Daniel Radcliffe appreciation episode? Because boy, did that guy really overcome some fucking odds.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, like-
Because dude, he's a child actor in
That's
the
true.
most mainstream, biggest movie of all time.
true,
He could
that's
have
true,
gone the
that's
Macaulay Culkin route, but boy, he acts in
yeah.
other shit. Like he's acted outside of his typecast. Like
Yeah.
Well,
And
he
does a great
loves-
job.
and
Yeah,
he's the size
theater.
of a midget. So he's really
No, I
overcome
Oh my god, that needs to be pinned
adversities.
I wasn't gonna go as far to use that word, but he is
Sorry,
shorter.
he's the size of me. He's 5'7", so
Yeah.
What is he?
no, I
thought he was
looked it up.
shorter.
He's 165.
oh, so he's a
It's like
yeah, so he's even
5'5".
shorter than us,
wow,
which is
legally
yeah.
I'm not gonna say it, but
He's taller than me, so what does that make?
yeah, but you're a
me?
girl,
What?
sexist and heightist.
What are you, like 170?
169.7.
Yeah.
Oh, he has to put the points up.
I know, but you know what? I used to say 170, and then one day I got called out. Someone's like, "You're not 170." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm 169.7." So.
Like you just round it up to 169 then. But you can.
I gotta round it down to 169. Yeah,
So
God,
funny.
God, I love that.
No,
Daniel Radcliffe,
I
man.
love Daniel Radcliffe too. I love I'm sure it's just hard in general as a child actor to like have one role and then people are still interviewing you about that role like 20 years later.
Also, which is probably even crazier, there's probably like 37-year-old like housewives going up to him being like, "You were my first crush,"
Yeah,
and he must be
definitely.
so creeped out. You know what I mean? Just like adult grown ass woman being like, "I loved you when I was 12." We're like, what the
That's
hell?
very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and in Swiss Army Man, I really liked him in that.
Great
too.
movie.
That's a great movie.
So that's Sam Lim's favorite movie. He like made us. One night
like
we were at his
really
house.
weird.
It's
It's
really
such a weird
weird.
movie.
So weird.
But like I think he and like James got in a debate about, as they always do, got in
Yeah.
a debate about like the best movie ever. And then Sam was like, "Fuck it, we're turning on Swiss Army Man right now." And then we had to awkwardly sit there for like 30 minutes.
I think I was there.
I think you were there.
And then I was like, this is a really weird movie.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I'm
But
like,
it's great.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like weird.
It's like the Daniels.
It's the Daniels.
So they're
yeah.
weird.
They're so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went, and then he made me watch all the Daniels.
Yes. Like their
Oh,
short
yeah.
films from NYU days and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I
I
was
haven't
like,
seen that.
they
Yeah.
are weird.
They've always been weird
They like
for sure.
weird shit.
I like the
Yeah.
weird stuff though.
Weird is
It
good. Weird is
definitely,
good.
it catches your eye.
Have you thought about doing like weird music, or Weird Al Yankovic type stuff, where like you just make a funny poppy cape,
parody
or like
music?
even like Psy, kind of something like really catchy, but
yeah,
like
yeah.
not so serious,
I would honestly like to, but I think it's like an ego thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to like get past a certain point with myself to be like, hey man, it's okay that it's like sounds stupid.
Yeah.
It's like good because it's stupid.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
I'm so like, no, it has to be deep and meaningful and have like all these like emotion and genuine stories and everything. But
Yeah,
I
you
kind of want to like branch out.
You want to be taken seriously, I would think.
Yeah, of
Someone like
course.
Weird Al Yankovic is like, people don't take him seriously because he's just doing parodies.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like a comedic musician. So
But like
But
Tenacious
also a
D,
genius.
yeah, also genius. But
Yeah.
like Tenacious D, we all recognize that Jack Black is like an incredible singer, incredible musician. But all
true.
their songs are also kind of jokey too. I don't know.
yeah, no one takes him seriously.
You don't think so?
What? Everyone takes
I
him
think they do.
seriously.
No,
Jack
no.
Black is pretty well revered
Yeah.
in the industry.
I think he's well revered, but it's people don't like talk about Tenacious D as like a musical influencer. The guitar player is like a Juilliard trained amazing guitar player,
Yeah.
but it's,
Kyle.
They're comedic.
I mean, I'm saying the
musicians.
best song in the world is one of the best
of the
songs in the world. It's
yeah.
such a good song.
It is
I love
such
that
a good
song.
Is that what it's
song.
called?
It's called
It's
the best song in the
literally
world.
called
And it's about the song is about how they like meet the devil, and he goes, "Sing me the best song in the world, or I'll like eat your souls." And they
Wait,
play a
that's so
song, and that's
funny.
the song that they're singing. It's really funny.
It's
I have
so
to hear
good.
that.
It's
Oh
really
my
good.
gosh.
And the riff is like
It's terrific,
incredible.
yeah.
That's great. See, I think it's a balance. If you can match the humor with like the musicality, then I think people will be like, oh, this is like I can respect this.
Yeah.
Like even or like I guess the other way around is do you guys know Joji?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's like he sings like the saddest shit
And
ever.
but he used to be like the weirdest dude on the
He
internet.
he was the one who made the Harlem Shake.
Yeah, right,
And like he
right.
literally in his concerts, I've seen like little clips and whatnot, but like he's so just does not give a fuck.
Yeah,
and it's
totally.
just like
He was
humping
also, like,
the
he-
stage
yeah.
basically, but he's singing these really sad songs and people love it. So like
I like his
respect
music.
it.
Yeah, he like definitely transitioned into music. I didn't think he could do it, frankly. And then he
Yeah.
like fucking did it. He's great.
Yeah,
I'm
now
a
he's
big
like
fan.
one of the biggest stars right now too.
Yeah.
Oh,
are
I
you
did
gonna?
not know that you knew Joji. But
I,
that's-
I went through a phase where I like, followed 88 Rising
Yeah.
pretty closely.
Oh, I see.
Because like I used to listen to Rich Chiga when he first came out because I liked that song, his first song.
Yes,
I thought it was so catchy.
It was catchy.
And then like I kind of like was following them on YouTube, and they're putting a lot of food content for a while, and I like
Oh,
food.
yeah.
Yeah, so like I kind of naturally was just like into that scene.
I see.
And then I turned like 35 or something, and I was like, I can't be listening to like these 26-year-olds.
Hey
you know?
man, you can.
Yeah. I mean,
why not?
Sure, I guess I can. But I can't be having these thoughts about them. It's wrong.
Hey man, music is music.
Music is for, and it's for
Yeah.
everyone. Music's for the people, dude.
Yeah.
So when you go out to LA, what's the sort of plan of attack for you? Are you going to like try rebranding at all? Are you going to try just book gigs and sing the songs that you put out in the last year, or what are you trying to do?
Honestly, I'm just trying to like do more writing stuff. I'm hoping to get in more writing sessions, and also just kind of like hone my production chops a bit, just so I can like also produce for other people. Just because I haven't really done much of that yet, and I would like to kind of like learn that skill. But other than that, yeah, just promoting my own work and then also collaborating with a lot of different people. I think that's the main thing I really want to do because I still think I'm like in a transition period where I'm like trying to find my voice and whatnot and like explore different genres and see which one I really gravitate towards.
Yeah. It reminds me of there was this band called Edward Sharp and the Magnetic Zeros.
I love that.
Right? And they're really great. I mean, they're super
Yeah.
catchy. But the lead singer of that band for years was like a struggling pop artist. And like if you look into it, he like put out some pretty cringy shit like in the early 2000s, like wearing like really colorful like he looked so stupid. And then he transitioned to like a Jesus cult type like theme and then like
folky.
blew up, right? Like very folky.
Yeah.
But then now, I mean, who the fuck listens to Edward Sharp and the
Hey,
Magnetic
they
Zeros?
released. I mean, this was a long time ago, but there was a new album that they released a long time ago that was like folk, but kind of like avant-garde. And it was kind of like Radiohead-esque, if anything. It was really good. I remember
Nice. Okay, maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still making.
But that's all to
music,
say that, like,
Yeah.
transitioning from one sort of look and sound to another is, I think, very
Yeah.
easy in the music world. Like, and sometimes it's necessary for you to like purge out like the emo folky stuff, and then be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go straight into just like K-poppy, like really Egyo style. You might kill it at that.
Yeah.
Being like a cutesy kind of Asian girl vibe. I don't know. You gotta exploit what God gave you at the end of the day.
Gotta
So.
exploit everything. Yeah, I feel that.
But no,
Especially now.
it sounds like it would be a good opportunity for you to just like kind of meet people,
Yeah.
like check out the, LA still has good musical acts. I feel like
Yeah.
LA is just good for just being around people and music.
Yeah, LA is a lot of just creative people bunched into one city, I think.
Yeah.
Where are you? Which part of LA are you moving to again?
I'm trying to move to around K-Town area.
K-Town? Okay.
Like Echo Park-ish.
Nice.
kind of
That's a good
area.
area.
Echo Park's nice.
You'll find your people out there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hopefully.
Just don't get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean?
I don't want to get lost in the sauce. I don't want to get mugged either. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be
stay safe.
Yeah.
Don't walk around at night.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
Unfortunately, I'm so used to that in Korea now.
I know.
I'm just like, wow, I'm really going to miss the privilege of like walking around.
Of like feeling safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeling safe in a city that I
So
live
sad
in.
that like America doesn't have that
I know.
anymore.
I literally left LA because of that.
Oh, really?
I was in LA for like 7 years and then I
Oh,
moved here in
wow.
2020
Oh, okay.
when you did as
wow.
well. But that was one thing I was like, I didn't know that you didn't have to be worried
Right?
about walking around,
Like
At night.
Yeah, exactly. And just like I asked this one girl that I met like a while ago, and she lived in LA, and I was like, oh, is there anything like advice that you give me when I moved to LA? And she's like, get pepper spray.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was just like, get a little pocket knife, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, God.
I meant like other advice. but this is
Yeah,
okay
like places
too.
to eat and like bars to go
Yeah.
to.
Damn.
She was just like, it's just dangerous out there. And I was like,
Does
fuck.
your boyfriend live in LA too? Or you
No,
gotta
he's in Canada.
Canada. Holy shit! So you've been doing long distance for a long time with your boyfriend. How long have you guys been together?
About a year
Oh,
almost.
okay. No, so not
almost.
that long.
Not too long. Not
And
too long.
how long
Yeah.
of that has been long distance?
Like 50% of
Oh,
it, to be
wow.
honest. So it's like a lot of it.
You guys
yeah.
met in Korea then?
Yeah, we met in Korea.
Damn. Well, good thing you're going to LA where no one is hot. So I'm sure there won't be any temptations for
Hey
you.
man, he lives close. He lives in Vancouver, so it's,
I love that. He lives close, like, I don't know, a 14-hour drive
Vancouver
away.
is close,
It's like-
right?
it's
A plane ride is a 2-hour plane ride. Yeah.
it's chill. Hey man, compared to a
Korea.
Korea.
12-hour plane ride,
True.
like
True.
I'll take it.
No, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's
I'll take
nice.
it. I'll take it.
Well, we look forward to, moving to a new city is always a great way to like get inspired, and inspiration
Yeah,
is obviously
exactly.
the lifeblood of artistry. So when you go out there, I'm looking forward to hearing some new songs about like traffic, or
Getting my car stolen.
yeah, getting your car stolen. Obviously, just like
tacos.
smoothies, yeah, tacos.
The
Yeah,
like what is it called?
Erewhon.
Erewhon, yeah. That was exactly what I was thinking.
Actually, if you made a song about Erewhon,
It would pop
it would probably go
off.
viral. Not gonna
maybe
lie.
that's my next
I think you
goal.
should.
For sure. Even
Yeah.
if you did like one of those things where you like, this is how I produce this beat. And then it's about Erewhon. It's just like a 16-second reel.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Hey man, maybe I'll do that. But I'm like,
Yes.
that means I'll have to go in there and experience it and probably buy something. But I'm scared.
Go
Like,
broke.
ma'am, are you gonna buy anything?
It's literally ridiculous.
I know, I've heard.
Yeah.
I low key though.
What,
Love
you love
it.
it?
I mean,
Okay,
that's
but
what
everyone says.
I hate
Yeah.
that I love it. You know what I mean?
Wait, why do you love it? I want to know.
It's just
I haven't been, so.
it's like if money was no issue,
Yeah.
like it is just extremely amazing. It's
high
just well
quality
curated.
stuff.
Everything is high quality product. It is fucking ridiculous to pay like literally you could pick up 2 different kinds of fruit and you'll pay like $40.
What?
That's
That's insane.
crazy.
Like you'll find berries for like iman or like $20.
No way.
Which is how much it costs in Korea.
That's true.
Though.
It is
It's like
true.
Hyundai Baekgyeong.
Yeah, like
yeah.
if you like fruit's kind of
I
expensive
mean, you know,
here.
honestly,
It's
for
really
rich
expensive
people,
here.
we're like, that really doesn't matter.
yeah,
Yeah, I
but
mean-
rich people it doesn't matter. But that's the thing. Like in California, you'll notice that if you go to like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, like the fruit that tastes actually good is gonna be that expensive because
Yeah.
fruit in general just does not taste that good in the States. I think.
I agree.
They're going through the process of like picking up a watermelon, like slapping it to make sure it's like good quality. I'm sure. So like
Yeah.
all the things there, you probably don't have to like filter through.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
there everything is perfect. Like, and even
Just like LA, our fruit is perfect.
Oh my gosh.
but their $20 like Hailey Bieber smoothie or
yeah.
whatever, I was like, oh, it's so stupid. And then someone
And then you
got
got
it
it?
for me, and I was like, oh, I would never. And then I took a sip, and I was like, God damn, that's so fucking good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was delicious.
Man, now I'm so curious.
Your first assignment is go to Erewhon.
Erewhon?
Get
Oh
some
my gosh.
inspiration, write some bars, you know,
I
like
won't find a home, but I'll go to Erewhon.
no, for
Yeah.
sure. Your home is Erewhon.
My
That's
home
your
is
assignment.
Erewhon.
Yeah.
Living in Erewhon will be my next album title.
You should totally do that because also Aquafina popped off by making basically joke raps.
Right.
That's your angle. Like Asian girls get famous by doing like funny things.
Is that
basically.
what we've succumbed
Stop
to?
typecasting.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not. I'm
typecasting
making
me.
a generalized state. It's a blanketed statement. I admit, but it's true. It's true.
This is his advice.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
There
Take
was
my
the-
advice.
Okay. There was a
I'm from the
point-
future. You don't understand, Alice. I'm from the future.
You can
In the
be on my
future,
marketing team.
I'll sure.
You
Yeah.
can be on the PR.
Okay. I have a
Just-
lot.
just,
I have
like, make
a
all the
lot of
content.
ideas.
Okay,
Okay.
Get
We're-
ready to get canceled.
Hey man, any press is good press.
Any press is good
There you
press.
go.
Just go out there and start using
Get
every
ready
slur
to
you can
get
think of.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything I can think of.
Okay, well, before we conclude the episode, Alice, we like to ask our guests a simple question. What's your favorite side dish or panchan?
Ooh. Oh, there's so many good ones. I think, and excuse my Americanness, but I always called them, I love the little quail eggs. You know, dipped in soy sauce.
yeah.
Oh, those are.
What is that
still
called?
Yeah, what is it?
Mechuria.
Mechuria?
Yeah,
Yeah. Those are like, I think those are.
They're
probably
always
my
so hard to
favorite.
pick up with your chopsticks. I have to like
Yeah,
stab them.
it's always so like.
Totally.
But once you get it, it's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh,
And
I love them.
That's a good one. We have
Yeah.
no one's ever said that before.
Changjorim with
Changjorim.
mechuria.
Yeah, I could eat like, I don't know, I could eat like 20 of those in one sitting.
Dude, get your fill before you move to LA.
I literally
know.
picked up one of those little bags of them in the 편의점.
Yeah.
And I ate like
I just imagine you just dumping it in your
I
mouth.
was literally like you know, like they all come out in like little.
It's so easy to just like eat all of
It's
them.
so
that's
good.
so
Yeah,
funny.
it's so good.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
They're just different. They're different kind of eggs.
Yeah. Perfect bites.
And
Perfect
and they're little munchkins just like you.
I'm a mechuri al.
Yeah,
We brought it full circle,
Mechuri
folks.
gal.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Side Dish Podcast. Please follow Hunjiya on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music from. Check it out on YouTube. Same name, Hunjiya on YouTube.
same thing.
Thank you so much, Alice, for being on the podcast.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, with
It
that
was
said,
fun.
we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.